Glorious day to you, my friends. Thank you for another glorious day. Atihariata Achikari Hiskat Ietana. Wow, that was amazing. Kitsu to Urutu. Pelican just flew by. Iriaranahatikariarata. It is March 6th. Sihiarahana Ariara. Today, Spirit wants to talk about playing at life and flirting with the universe and embracing your life path, your soul purpose. Today is the conjunction. The conjunction of Venus and Mars. In Aquarius. Shortly after midnight Eastern, Mars entered Aquarius and Venus followed. And the only point about this astrology that I want to make, there are details down in the description if you want all the geek details. Mars in Aquarius is about thinking outside the box, using your ingenuity in action, being ingenious, standing out as your true authentic self when you take action. Not to take action all the time, in divine timing. And Venus in Aquarius is about allowing our hearts to open up and let the love flow freely. Both have to do with loving unabashedly. No F's given, with you being who you are. It's a part of you accepting who you really are at your core. And when you're out, I mean, we don't want to inundate other people with who we are, but that doesn't mean hide. If you know who you are, you really know who you are. Being yourself is so easy. There's no fear involved. There's no fear of any interaction with anybody. There's that confidence of you being you. This is the sacred marriage. And it doesn't have to be this, our concept as a human in earthly love of this sacred marriage. It's you in your heart center, fully using your heart, using your intuition, allowing the universe to co-create with you, and taking action when it's time, in divine right timing. The Secret talks about the law of attraction in a different way. The law of attraction says what you give out to the universe is what you get back. And Abraham Hicks talks about you got to ask the universe. Okay? And The Secret talks about you got to know what you want to ask for. If you don't know what you want to ask for, how can you get it? So what the universe gives you is going to be seemingly random based on that alone. But when we know what we want, we can give a clear ask to the universe. Abraham Hicks talks about after that's done, it's given. It's in your vortex. It's given immediately. So and then we must become a vibrational match to it. And there are so many different recommendations that Abraham Hicks talks about. What do you do to become a vibrational match to it, or what do you do while you are eagerly waiting for it to show up? How can you get out of your own way? How can you get out of your head while you're waiting for it to arrive? One of the suggestions is put down this magic wand. Do anything else. Pick up any other magic wand that's in your pile of sticks. One that brings out your joy. And Abraham Hicks also talks about mastering satisfaction. Instead of getting what we want now. Instead of mastering manifestation, the attainment of it, can we be the master of being satisfied with everything that comes to us, with every situation that comes to us? Because that keeps us in our joy. The Secret talks about step 2 is believing. Secret's 3 steps are ask, believe, receive. And the believing part is what Abraham Hicks talks about, is staying in your joy, doing anything else to stay in your joy. But until we become a master manifester, believing that it actually will show up is hard for our human self. But this sacred marriage is the heart illuminated. Is the heart on fire? It's inviting us to think outside the box, play with and at life. Take chances. And look at that. Take chances, and the dolphin just popped up. Did we get that? Yes, we did. Don't you just love that confirmation from the universe? Take chances. We only call them chances, or we don't take the chances. And right at my feet, the second one, amazing. We only don't take chances out of fear. Everything we want is on the other side of fear. Once we get on the other side of fear, we can point backwards and say, there's my fear back there. Look on the horizon of all the glorious things that I can create. All these opportunities out there that are ripe for the taking, like a water tiger. Stalk its prey. I'm not promoting stalking anyone or anything, but you can be ingenious in being so interesting to the universe that the universe wants to flirt back. Flirting with the universe, playing with the universe, playing with life. Because if you're so interesting, you will be irresistible. Irresistible to job perspectives, partner perspectives, and even if you don't want a partner, if you want to date multiple people at a time, that's one of the examples in The Secret. You now need to start believing that you can do it. So with your unified heart, what is it that you want to create? Make your ask to the universe. Flirt with the universe. Play with the universe. It's easy to ask. If you're flirting with everything in your life, if you're flirting with the universe flirts back. It's playing. The definition of flirt is enjoyable, but not 100% meaningful, meaning we're not putting our attachment on it. It doesn't mean you can't change your focus or become more attached. Or instead of, let's say vested instead of attached. We become vested in a relationship. It has more value to it. We are deriving more meaning from it. But we're still not attached to it because we can love freely. And it doesn't matter if it's a family member, a friend, or an intimate partner. It does not matter. It's the same with a job or a business. Are we taking it too seriously? Or are we playing with it? Are you truly enjoying what you do to generate income? Or are you doing it because you have to? This is your story. You're writing it. Okay? You are writing your story. Are you allowing other authors to interfere with your story that you are creating? You're giving them permission to write part of your story. But today, with this conjunction, with the sacred marriage in your heart, the universe is inviting us to stop writing our story as a tragedy. Inviting us to start writing it as a comedy. Those are the only two options. Greek tragedy or Greek comedy. Anyway, where do you want the hero's journey? Do you want it to be an epic journey, an epic adventure? You're the hero in your own story regardless. You're the protagonist. And another pelican, and another pelican. Apparently it's time to switch to just light language, because one came through at the start, one came through at the end. Can you write your story as an epic love poem? It's your story. Why would you leave it up to anyone else? Now the light language. Rhata arhaka aniriyara. Kutu huhusha ayete arhata tikashka te aretuturhu. Ishka a takari tiki tikishka ahana titika arhata takatakariyarte. Kitukur huturu uguska itiarhana tikatiri. Kuchku uhusa atakari tikatiriara. Katakana atakariara takariyarta. Hutu tukur hata arhata rita kashikahi. Isahana arhata katihitakariara. Hata takash shishirata aratanahi iki. Hata hariku urturu. Ushahata tawutakayatitiri ratatirta. Hisa anahatakatakitire. Totoro otokochikarawate tugurati. Shuhutur hutukur shkanati arhatakatirata. Nihiata ta arhatakatakarutu. Husu ushashahayat kuratiria. Kishkotor nanari arhatikaryarta. Husa ata tikatikir tuku. Hushushuru urtutiniro. Katahata ta atakachikarahieti. Kutuhur ur hatar kadanari aratatiro. Hasa hasa asa I te harahati kutuko. Uruhutakarshiga anna haratati aratati. Kutututuro. Isa hadira. Katsahana a tiaratatati aratata. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. I'm laughing because that pigeon right there flew off in that one, and their wings flapping when they took off sounded like applause. So at least that's the way my ego wants to interpret it. Playing. The universe is playing with us. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Mahalo. May the divine breath be in you. Aloha. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?